Hi guys, it's Chris at Cork and Crown. I'm back in my cider shed, but I'm not, with some more cider to try. And I'm not in my cider shed. My cider shed is full of stuff. It's very dark and packed. It's not easy to get into, so I thought, sod that, and you ain't going in there today. So I've come up here to the loft. So I'm sat in front of the window. It's a beautiful evening, summer evening. Sun's going down, much nicer, thank you very much. It's been a while, but I haven't gone away, I'm still around. And somebody sent me a sample. They sent me a sample from Devon, from a place called Stoke Gabriel in Devon. And they are, I keep forgetting what they're called, Sandridge Barton. Sandridge Barton. I've also got a new camera, and I haven't figured out how to invert it. So I might have figured out by the time I post this film, so this might be the right way around at the moment. It's the wrong way around. So that doesn't say Reddick, it says cider. 2021 vintage, traditional method cider, so champagne method. Can't say that, it's illegal, but it is champagne method. This is between you and me. On the back it says 100% apples, traditional method cider. Apples, and some more apples. Nothing added except dosage. So, sugar and yeast. Sugar, yeast, yeah. So you basically, you let it ferment while ferment. So you get a still cider. So nothing's added, no sulfites, nothing. And then you put it in a bottle and you dose it with some sugar and possibly a bit more yeast, and then it gets fizzy in the bottle. And then you disgorge it. I assume they're disgorging it. So freeze it, turn it upside down, freeze the neck, get rid of all the gunk in the bottom, the lees and so forth. Top it up, put a cork in it, boom, there you go. And this is dry, I think. All the apples are estate grown with no inputs except from what the sheep do. 100% juice, no preservatives, filtration or pasteurization. Brilliant, 6.5%. So this is basically a champagne method cider from 2021. I'm looking forward to having it quite a lot. So the varietals in this, bear with me a second, are Camelot, never heard of it, it's a bittersweet from Somerset. Michelin, heard of that lots, so that's a bittersweet. Somerset Red Streak, bittersweet. Browns, which is a sharp. Northwood, which is a sweet. Dabadet, bittersweet. So some very familiar apples there, and some very unfamiliar ones as well. Certainly the Northwood and the Camelot. Never heard of them. Camelot, bittersweet. Northwood, sweet. All right. So I'm upstairs. I've brought a tea towel up because I don't want to make a mess in the bedroom. It's our bedroom. So let's open it and see how we get on. Oh God, is this going to make a terrible mess? One hopes not. One hopes not. Oh, we're all right. We're all right. Hang on. Oh, yeah, it's coming out. It's not. It's not going to fly at this. It's got a nice pop door, hopefully. Whoa! Oh, I spilled a little bit. Don't tell my wife. It was only a little bit. I'll mop it up in a minute. There you go. So, pop this down here. Pop that on top of it. Pick this up. Wipe it off so I don't get stuff everywhere. And let's have a look at this. So there you go. That is a nice colour, isn't it? Amber gold, that. Some beautiful bubbles came up out of that. Got a fantastic mousse as I opened it. Quite explosive, and it has been, it's cold, but you know, nothing too crazy. If I'd been opening it in the kitchen, I think that would have been fine. So we got the cider salad glass today. There it is. So it says on their website, if I can find it, hold on a second, that this is, well, they talk about the 2020 cider. This is 2021. The 2020 says it's dry and in the Normandy Breton style. It is characteristic of earthy, crunchy apple, subtle caramel aromas, a lively spritz and soft tannin from the apple skins. It's a very fresh, easy drinking cider with complexity that lends itself to food very well. So that's the one before this. It says traditional method. If it was true Breton Normandy, it wouldn't be. It would be a pet nat, I think. You know, that's how they do it. Or the bottle under pressure, like Charmat method. I think that's the way you can do it. Anyway, doesn't matter, I'm not complaining. Let's have a smell. I tell you what though, that smells like a Normandy cider. It smells fucking great. I love that. I love it, that salted apple character. Oh, lovely. Lovely, yeah, baked apple tart. Exactly what I want from a Breton cider actually, and it wasn't what I was expecting at all. So these guys are actually Sharpham Winery as well, or they have a series of wines called Sharpham. They used to be based at Sharpham, which I know very well because they make cheese there. A guy called Mark was a cheesemaker and planted all the vines there about 30, 40 years ago. So they were based on that site. Basically, they shared a shed basically with the dairy. It was split in two. But in 2020, they moved to their new site at Stoke Gabriel. Yeah, and this is what they're doing. And he also, stupidly, invited me. So this is Charlie Brown, great name. Invited me for a tour of the winery. And I'm going to be going there in like 2-3 months. So I'm going to take him up on that. Charlie, if you're watching this, you might live to regret it. I'll have my 2 little kids with me. So it might be a bit noisy, but never mind. Anyway, this smells fantastic. Yeah, it smells brilliant. It smells brilliant. If I didn't know, I'd say it was French. Absolutely. Let's try it. Brilliant bubbles. Brilliant bubbles. Bubbles. Mere suggestion of tannin. Mere suggestion. Tiny bit on your tooth. Maybe a hint of hard on the back, but very, very little. So it's more like a Normandy style, I'd say, than a Breton style. But yeah, nice minerality, fresh, a wet stone, out of a mountain stream, lick it, minerality, get a delicate flavour of those ripe, beautiful apples, but also that sauteed apple character, or baked apple. Hints of like toffee apple as well on the nose. Yeah, man. Yeah, hint of toffee on the palate as well. Just a bit of caramel. That's really good. For people who don't like cider, give them that, they'll like cider. It's really good. I think it could deal with it's got a little bit of acidity, just a dab, but it's got browns in it, if it's the same blend. Actually, did I say that? Hold on a second. I think I said browns, didn't I? Browns, yeah, sharp. So that's bringing a bit of acidity to it for sure. And it needs it, but only a dab, just a bit. That, for people who haven't been making cider for very long, is great. But I guess they've just adapted their skills as winemakers, because I guess they make sparkling wines. I think they do some traditional method wines already. But to have this using wild yeast, no sulfites, etc., non-interventionist, great outcome. Very nice. I like it a lot. Yeah. It's delicate, but it's got enough going on to make it very drinkable indeed, especially on a beautiful summer night like this. So there you go, guys. Thank you for joining me, not in my cider shed, but in my loft. I hope you join me again, but until that time, cheers.